Now, it is one thing to believe that your newborn child is destined for good things in life, and another to go ahead and name him Shah Rukh or Salman for that matter, as is the case with Suzuki's brand new Street Fighter, because not only have they pronounced it as their flagship model in India, they have also gone ahead and named it after their most iconic liter class superbike, the Gixxer 1000. Now that is a tall order if you ask me, and I was a little bit skeptical when it came to the all-new Suzuki Gixxer. But that was before I took it for a spin. No matter how powerful, good-looking or well-equipped a motorcycle is still only as good as the confidence it inspires in the rider. And that's exactly where the Gixxer will blow you away. Its 2 years of development become apparent the moment you swing your leg over. In fact, the first time I rode the Gixxer, it was raining cats and dogs. And still, that only served to highlight just how good the front end is.
The meaty 41mm forks have been set up to provide outstanding stability even on changing road conditions. It is stiffly sprung, but the damping sees you roll over potholes with ease. And it is supremely communicative, letting you know exactly what's going on the road. Just like the chassis and sticky MRF tires, which empower you to exploit the Gixxer's sporty riding dynamics. Then come the ergos. They have been designed to suit riders of all shapes and sizes, but more importantly, they hold true to the sporty image of the bike.
So the rider's triangle in terms of the distance between the handlebar, the foot pegs and the seat, it gives the Gixxer a sporty stance unlike any other naked in this category. So there's a lot of room for the rider to move around, to scoot back and duck, and also to lock the outside leg at the tank and on the foot peg to carve out corners with confidence.
And it is quick on its feet. It is nimble and eager to change direction like a street fighter should, making short work of riding through traffic.
And supporting this character is the engine. This is by far one of the smoothest 150cc engines that I've experienced. It is practically vibe-free until you're close to the rev limiter. And there too, the only thing that you feel is a light buzz on the foot pegs.
The gearing is on the taller side, and therefore the bike is at its punchiest best between 6 to 8000 RPM. Yet there is enough juice above 4000 RPM to get around the city without frequent gear changes.
Now baby, how are you? She replied, I'm fine.
And Suzuki's fuel-saving technology, the Suzuki Eco Performance, did come handy, as we were able to extract a fuel economy of 40 km per litre despite riding the bike hard.
I also like the gearbox as well. It is precise, well weighted, and allows for smooth gear shifts irrespective of how to ride the Gixxer.
And the exhaust note is surprisingly throaty, especially for an engine of this capacity, adding the perfect background score when you're in the mood to keep the throttle pinned.
It doesn't hurt that the Gixxer looks as good as this, especially in the signature GSXR blue. Look at the tank, the alloys, of course the exhaust and the two-piece rear mudguard. Switch on the ignition and you also have a shift and gear indicator. In other words, Suzuki has left absolutely no stone unturned in making this as sporty as possible. It is indeed a package very well put together, except perhaps the brakes. The front has really good feedback but lacks bite, and for the rear you only get a drum unit. The plastic quality could have been a little better to match the overall quality of the bike, and even though the tires, the chassis and the ergonomics encourage you to carry a lot more corner speed, the lower set foot pegs just don't give you the liberty to exploit it. But to be honest, if you think about it, that's more of a compliment than a flaw, because it's this riding dynamics and the smooth, refined engine of the Gixxer which makes it the game changer that Suzuki set out to build to start with.
So as far as verdict goes, it is safe to conclude that the Gixxer, with its peppy performance, its fantastic riding dynamics, and a very attractive price tag, does live up to the GSXR tag.
Now baby, how are you?